Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to 2015. This is the first day, January 1st of 2015, and it just so happens to be my second anniversary here on YouTube, doing comic book videos for you guys. I started in 2013 on this day, so I thought that I would come on here and do kind of an overview of 2014. Just a few things that I wanted to talk about and, you know, whatever. Just kind of talk to you guys. So here we go. Okay, so 2014 for me was amazing for a few different reasons, and just to start off with the kind of comic books that I dug on this last year. We're going to start off with like the mini-series that I really enjoyed, and the first one would be Serenity and Leaves on the Wind. Started this last 2014 and was 6 issues long. If you guys liked the show Firefly and the movie Serenity, this picks up right where that left off and was done beautifully. The voice for the characters was the same as in the TV series and movie. You just felt like you're reading an extension of the movie. So that was really awesome. We have Sherlock Holmes Moriarty Lives. Francavilla doing the artwork. Was it just the covers or the whole artwork? No, I can't remember. Oh well, Francavilla covers are good enough for me. But I think it was just the covers. Story about Sherlock Holmes, you know, #1 nemesis Moriarty, and him kind of being a good guy a little bit. So it was really interesting for me. I'm a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes, and Moriarty is one of those characters that like you love to hate and then suddenly you love in this series. So really good. And then we have Translucid. This was a 6-part series written by the singer and songwriter for Coheed and Cambria. When you read it in singles, it's slightly confusing and you don't quite know what's going on issue to issue, but it's fantastic. At the end, I read the entire thing over again, and it was amazing. So if you get the chance to pick that up, maybe pick it up in trade or just pick up all the issues now and read them all together. It was awesome. Now I kind of want to get into series that like started this, I was going to say this year, last year. Start off with Arkham Manor. This brought me back to picking up Bat books. I kind of dropped all my Bat books like halfway through the year. And so this coming back, I picked it up. Very interesting. I like it a lot. I'm excited to see where it goes. I think we're only 3 issues into it. But still, really, really awesome. And then we have The Fade Out by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of this creative team. And to finally be able to jump on board an ongoing series that they're doing together is just fantastic. I think this is another one we're like 3 or 4 issues into. And it's, I wouldn't say it's the best work they've ever done, but it's certainly not terrible. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, so we'll see where that goes. I'll end up double dipping on it and getting the trades too. So, yeah, just fantastic creative team. And then we have one I'm really super psyched about. This is Gotham by Midnight. Not necessarily a Bat book, but in the Batman universe, of course, because it's Gotham. But we have kind of a a ragtag group of supernatural detectives who hunt down and take care of the cases that the regular PD won't. Of course, the one big draw, or two big draws, Ben Tubblesmith doing the art, which is fantastic, and Jim Corrigan being the lead detective in this book. Jim Corrigan, if you guys don't know, he is the Spectre, and I'm really, really hoping that plays a big, big part in this book. He's used a little bit of his powers in the first two issues, because that's all there is so far, but I hope it gets deeper into that, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's fantastic. And then we have Iron Fist, the Living Weapon. Really been digging this book. I love it. 8, 9 issues in, I think. But fantastic. Came out in that big wave of Marvel books that started. Like, Marvel had a whole big... I'm trying to think, was it April? That Marvel had a big wave of new #1s come out. Iron Fist, I'm a huge fan. The story now is kind of dropping off a little bit for me, but I'm going to continue to pick it up because I just like the character. Next, Moon Knight. This one came out in the same wave as Iron Fist did. Started off with Warren Ellis doing the writing. Now we have Brian Wood doing it. Now again, I think we're like 9 or 10 issues into it. I like it. I'm really, really enjoying it. The first arc was kind of like, they were all like one-shots, which was fantastic. I enjoy that. You get an ending to every issue. And now we're getting kind of a more drawn-out storyline with Brian Wood doing the writing. And I like it. I'm really, really enjoying it. So excited to see that keep going. And then we have one very few and far between as far as this book goes. It's only 2 issues in. Well, this is Sanitarium. Kind of an old-style horror comic. Just good stuff. Like, it gives you that feeling of, like, you know, House of Mysteries, House of Secrets, which is that kind of thing. Really, really like it. 2 issues have come out, like I said. But this first one came out in, like, June, I think. So I'm just hoping it keeps coming out because it's fantastic. And as far as new comics, that's kind of where just a little sample of the stuff that I really enjoyed picking up in 2014. Also in 2014, we had a few kind of... I mean, we had a ton of events in Marvel and DC, and I'm not going to get into those because I'm not a fan. I don't pick up events anymore. I've been burned one too many times. But one that really hit home for me was the death of Archie in Life with Archie number 36 and 37. I have 37 upstairs, but that's more of a remembering issue than this is the actual death. Archie was the first comic book character I ever read. My parents picked up the little double digests at the supermarket for me. So yeah, I grew up with Archie, and having him die in this issue was kind of devastating, actually. So yeah, that was a big event for me. Maybe not everybody, but that one hit me hard. And then another thing that happened in 2014, which is fantastic, we got Frankenstein Alive number 3. Great stuff. Bernie Wrightson doing the artwork, Steve Niles doing the writing. Really, as far as the writing goes, you don't pay attention. It's the artwork inside that is just magnificent. Don't get me wrong, the story is interesting and great, but the Bernie Wrightson art is where it's at. Like, this book is just phenomenal. If you haven't picked up Frankenstein Alive, you need to. Like I said, there's only 3 issues. It's been going on for like 3 years. We get one a year, pretty much. But go pick it up because it's definitely worth it. Like I said, for the art itself, it is worth it. Just fantastic. Now, in 2014, there were a few other things that happened that were just great. The main thing for me was in May, John DaCosta, the Incredible CJ, and the Dark Nate all came and stayed at my house for Motor City Comic Con, and we hung out and just had a great time. While we were there, I got to pick up some books that were just important to me, at least. Cat. Because what would 2014 be without a cat? Started the year off right in 2015, right? So I picked up the entire V for Vendetta series in singles. Loved the movie. Read the book in trade. It was fantastic. And ended up finding, I don't think all of the singles while we were there, but a big chunk of them. So there's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, I was really excited to find those with some really dear friends while we were there. Please don't rub yourself on my comic books. Thank you. Also, while we were there, I bought another comic book that, when I first bought it, I turned pale and was white as a ghost, because it is the most I ever spent on a single comic book, and that is Marvel Premiere number 15, the first appearance of Iron Fist. The guys were helping me find it. It was one thing I was searching for. Ended up finding it at a booth, and yeah, I bought it. So thanks for that. And while we were there, we all got a whole bunch of signatures from a bunch of different creators, and we just so happened to get something. All of us got one book signed together, and it's kind of become my prized possession as far as comic books go, and that is X-Men God Loves, Man Kills, and you can see right there it's signed by Chris Claremont. In my intro, you'll see a picture in there of all 4 of us standing there with it signed, and standing next to Chris Claremont, and it just reminds me of just that awesome time I got to have with those guys. I'm really excited. There's plans for us all to hang out for Motor City Comic Con this year. I know for a fact that CJ's coming. Greco Fabulous has purchased his airplane ticket and his tickets for the con already. He's going to be joining us. And I don't know if Nate or John are going to be coming. I know Nate said his college graduation may be that weekend, so maybe he can join us for one of the days there. And John said he'll be kind of a last minute yay or nay, depending on work and family. So hopefully they're both able to make it, and we'll just have another great time, and it'll be awesome, and it'll be one of those times we'll remember for forever, you know. But yeah, you know, that's just some stuff from 2014 that I just kind of wanted to talk about and kind of celebrate my 2-year anniversary. I hope you guys enjoyed the channel this last year. You can pretty much expect the same thing coming up next year. This year right now, 2015. Trade hauls, back issue hauls, Wednesday hauls, reviews, maybe some showcases of hardcovers if I get any that are worth it. And if you guys have any ideas on what you'd like to see from me, let me know. I got a request already for a collection video, just kind of showing off all the issues I have, and I think I'm going to take on that task starting tomorrow, just to kind of show where I was at the end of 2014 and show where I'm starting 2015 at. So I'll probably be doing just a long box video a day, showing you what I have. I'll probably end up doing a trade collection video as well, and I hope you guys enjoy that. So I hope you had a fun and safe New Year's Eve. I hope your beginning of 2015 is fantastic and starts off great. And let's have another great year on YouTube in our little community. Aw. See you guys later. Bye.